I just got a 45-mile-per-hour electric dirt bike that you can somehow buy directly on Amazon. Amazon is literally one of the most convenient places ever. You can literally get anything you want shipped straight to your door within like a day or so. And somehow you can buy this 45-mile-per-hour bike off of Amazon. A lot of you have been telling me to get this bike. You guys have been saying stuff like, the Heybike Villain is the best budget electric dirt bike. The Heybike Villain is my favorite bike. You should get the Heybike Villain. But today we're gonna put all of that to the test and see how good this e-bike really is. I actually really like the logo on the front of this box though. The Villain looks really cool. This bike is supposed to have a peak wattage of 4,160 watts, which is honestly a really random number. But what I saw on their website, it's supposed to go 10 miles an hour in 0.9 seconds. So under a second, it can go to 10 miles an hour. So this thing should have a ton of torque. Okay, this new black version actually looks really good. It looks like we've got the foot pegs, bar mount, and keys all in this foam, and we've got the charger right here. It's supposed to go 45 miles per hour. Okay, I really like how they already provided a grippy seat cover on here. I think that's a really nice upgrade because like that's the first upgrade most people want when they're getting an e-bike. For wheelies, definitely. And it says it has a max range, keyword max, 50 miles of range. I like how it came with an OD plate. It looks like Heybike's been listening to their customers. I absolutely hate these ratchet straps. I'm just gonna cut through this. Also, this brand is doing something different because they're using a 52 volt battery. The battery is a 52 volt, 26 amp hour battery. And most of the budget bikes nowadays are 48 volts. I don't know if the 4 volts makes a huge difference. We'll see. It has heavy duty hydraulic brakes, which is always a must on these things. And it says it's supposed to have a far driver controller, which I'm super excited about because far driver controllers are like the smoothest controllers for these budget bikes. It also says it's supposed to be waterproof, which is pretty cool, I guess. And it says it has full hydraulic suspension. It looks like we actually do have a far driver controller in here, so that's super nice. With a nitrogen shock, I'm not sure what the difference between nitrogen and air makes, but we'll see. You guys can use the link that I put in the description to buy this bike, and you can use my code VOLTSTER at checkout to save like $70 on your purchase. To use my discount though, you have to buy directly from the website instead of Amazon. All right, we've got the Heybike Villain fully assembled. I'm gonna test it on some off-roading before we hit the city with my friend. This bike is already looking super clean. I'm gonna take the seat off so I can get this plastic off real quick. And then we have this little screw cap right here that you screw on the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and take these brake covers off. And then we got a little plastic on the headlight. We've actually got this kill switch here, I guess, so make sure you don't lose this. It's like a magnetic thing, and whenever this falls off, I guess it kills the power to your bike. So I guess you can strap this to your wrist or something, which is pretty cool. Turning on the bike, I love how we have the key thing right here. Sitting on the bike, I kind of like how slim the design is on here. We've still got the brake sensors are still connected, so I'm gonna tape that up or do whatever I need to do to get those off before we go to the city. Already, I do really like, this bike has like way more torque than a 48 volt bike. It seems like the 4 volts wouldn't make like a big difference, but I can already feel the difference. I think it's the wattage probably. All right, we're taking this bike on some trails real quick. Suspension is definitely tuned really well. I don't really know what the nitrogen shock does over an air shock. I don't know if it's the same thing or what, but this suspension is honestly taking the rocks pretty well right now. I've heard that this bike's more of a street bike and less of an off-road bike just because it's like geared for torque and everything and not off-roading. I'm at like 4 bars right now too, so I'm not even fully charged right now. It seems like the front brake is definitely like more mushy than the rear brake. We've got some nice torque. The throttle response is honestly really good on here. I want to kind of hit this jump a little bit. Oh yeah, suspension's great. Feels like almost every other 48 volt bike right now though. This is just slimmer, so you have to be careful on turns, on like tight turns and stuff. I love the black version a lot more than the yellow version right now. The black and yellow with the Villain though is honestly like the coolest design I've seen on a budget bike. I wonder if this thing like actually pops up from throttle. Let's see. Oh yeah, I can definitely see. Oh yeah, what the heck? I can definitely see how people say it's like the best wheelie bike. It pops up pretty easily, to be honest. We're definitely gonna be doing some wheelies in the city when we take our brake sensors off. Try to hit this real quick. Almost slid out right there at the end. But yeah, this bike was one of like the highly requested e-bikes for me to review. Lifting this thing on some gravel real fast. It absorbs the rocks pretty well. Almost everything I've tested absorbs rocks better than my highly modded out Razor did. I can definitely see how Yasma has the more of the off-roading capability, but Heybike, for the price, they do it better with the torque and everything. They just poured gravel right here too, so we've got some pretty nice thick gravel to test it on right now. Oh, yeah, I'd be careful in gravel since it's such a slim design. It's more of like a street bike. You gotta kind of know what you're doing to kind of balance it out. Shoot, we were going like 34 right there and I was half throttle. I can definitely see this bike going 45. We're gonna test this out in the city, in the street after. The front end will definitely pop up, yeah. It's so much easier in the street though. It's like the worst spot to try to wheelie is in a bunch of newly poured gravel with no brake sensors, or with brake sensors, I mean. Oh, I like how it's so slim because it's easy to wheelie though. Everything has its kind of like advantages, and this thing would definitely be able to wheelie. You can definitely pop this at higher speeds, especially if you're fully charged too. Oh, it builds up speed quick too. It's so crazy going this fast on the mini electric bike. These bikes are so popular right now though. Ever since 2DO dropped, everything's been trying to be like 2DO. That was like the best thing for a lot of people though, is like right when 2DO dropped, if you had the 2DO, it was like the best thing ever. Just having the mini electric bikes for the first time. They're just so like nimble and fast and stuff. You can kind of just take it everywhere, especially if you're a kid. They definitely focus more on power with this bike. With this being a budget bike, it's more like power focused. Now we are loading up the Heybike Villain in the back of my car to take it to the city to see how good this 45-mile-per-hour Amazon bike truly is. All right, let's go ahead and get the Villain out of the car and let's charge this thing up. We're going to take Rev Ride's bike to a bike shop because he had a flat tire, and right after we made the last video he got a flat tire. As you can see, the bike's right here. It's pretty cooked right now, so we're gonna take it to a bike shop because we just got the new tube for it. All right, we're getting the flat bike into the back of the car to take it to the tire shop closest to us. These guys at the tire shop couldn't speak English really well, but right when we showed them the tube and the tire, they knew immediately what to do. It was only like 40 bucks and we got the new tube on, and he actually told us there was a nail in the tire. So we asked if we could get it patched. They actually got the hole in the tire patched so he can actually ride his bike again. On the new Heybike Villain, we got 60-volt Eli over here on the Rizzler, and we got Rev Rides over here on the Vic Trip with the new tire on, finally. The patched tire, I should say, with the new tube. We are off on the Heybike Villain. I actually just cut the brake sensor. I was kind of a little skeptical about it because I didn't want it to be connected to something else or something, but I watched a video and some other kid did it, so I ended up cutting the brake sensor so the brakes still work when the throttle's being used now, which is so much better. Brake sensors should never be in, especially the rear brake. For some reason, only the rear brake sensor is on this bike, and I feel like the rear brake sensor is like what you shouldn't have, especially for like wheelies and stuff. But I mean, I can kind of see where it is, but like I feel like it is safer without brake sensors in my opinion, because it doesn't just like cut the motor off. See how much torque this thing, oh yeah, it pops up. It pops up just from throttle, literally. I haven't had any 48-volt bikes that do that. That's crazy that the 52 volts makes that big of a difference. It's probably like the brand of the motor and everything, and also it being like almost 5,000 watts, I think, like over 4,000 watts. So you can definitely tell this is better than the original Yasma N10. I think we're heading to get something to drink real quick, and then we're going to the secret spot, the Coliseum place we found in my last video, or not my last video, but one of the other videos. Make sure to take my key out, of course. I don't want my car keys also being on the bike. Fine with the bike getting stolen, but not my car keys. We got the strawberry banana body armor. It's funny that we each took our own individual parking spot with our bikes, even though they're like not even a foot wide. This bike can pop up at decent speeds though, for sure. Okay, in my opinion, if you have like $1,400 to spend or whatever your budget is, like of the budget bike area, I'd say for torque and speed and all that, the best is definitely the Heybike Villain, and range and everything. This thing does not. It has a 26 amp hour battery, but there's actually a big difference between 20 amp hours and 26 amp hours. You can definitely tell when you start riding for a little while. And make sure you guys use my discount code Voltster. It'll be down in the description, so will this bike, to get it for even cheaper, which is honestly crazy. For what you're getting, this is really, really good. And I haven't even fully put this thing to the test yet. Kind of has that same slim design as like a Talaria Triple X, kind of like my Anyland, except the Anyland had a half twist throttle and it had much less torque. So this is definitely an upgrade from that. The only thing better with the Anyland is the auto wheelie controller, but I still think it needs more torque to hold a good wheelie. Like, you can't really pop up the Anyland with the auto wheelie controller unless you're literally starting from a complete stop. If you guys have watched any videos on this bike, you'll know this is faster than the 2DO and the base model Yasma. Look at that Corvette right here. Oh, that's pretty sick. Oh, this thing. Definitely can wheelie. I don't see why people say the Tudio is better, to be honest, for wheelies. See, you can see kind of like right there where I cut my brake sensor, it's kind of like poking out just a little bit. Up this hill is that secret Coliseum spot from one of the other videos. This spot is honestly one of my favorite spots in the city right here to ride. Torque this Heybike Villain has. Oh yeah, that's so much faster than the competitors, dude. Speed bump right there. Oh yeah, when you full lay on the throttle, it feels like a 60 volt. It's fast, for sure. There we go. We can wheelie it for sure. Maybe take a little bit of air out of the back tire. All right, here is the spot right here, hidden over here in this dead end. It looks like a dead end, but you've got this fence right here that if you go through, you got this weird circle thing. Or you have to lean it sideways right here, probably. That one's a little taller. And then right there we go. Nothing much bigger is fitting through that though. How sick this place is though. Right over here, there's absolutely no one here. Got a full circle around this place. Ooh, looks like a little bit of glass right there. Don't want to run over that. I'm gonna go up this hill right here and go to the top real quick, see what it looks like up here. Oh yeah, Heybike can climb, dude. The Heybike has torque. Look at that. That looks crazy. You got like trees surrounding it too, so that makes it more hidden. Like the only thing you can really see is that house right there. Oh, this thing has a reverse feature. Let me test it out real quick. Okay, I think if I hold it, nope, never mind. Okay, you just press it once, and yeah, you can reverse on the Heybike, which is, I guess it can be pretty handy. It's already light enough to kind of maneuver around the place, but it has a reverse button, so that's pretty cool. Why is the throttle not? What the heck? The throttle just like cut out for a second when I turned it back. See if I can catch some air going up this ramp. On my, I forgot which bike I was reviewing, but I couldn't get any air right here. And on this one we can. So it definitely has more torque than all of its competitors. Let me try that again. Oh yeah, we're able to fly off that little ramp just a little bit to get off the ground. Seems like a spot they'd like put in a skating game, because you've got like all these weird rails over here and like stairs and other stuff that you can jump off of over there. Pretty cool spot to bring like drift carts or something, just because it's like a whole circle. The only thing is you've got like these grassy like gravel spots like right here, and have to be able to at least go a little off-road, but that'd be a pretty cool spot because it goes all the way up and then all the way down. We can race around the track, but give me at least a little head start with the Rizzler since it's faster. All right, don't drift into me this time. Oh shoot, it's kind of crap being in the gravel right here. He is not catching up, dude. He gave me too much of a head start. Yeah, he gave me too much of a head start there. Yeah, definitely don't want that puncturing the tires. And there's some right here too, almost everywhere. I hate that. Why do people gotta mess up this glorious spot with glass? Now that looks like from a Chinese movie, like a bonsai tree or whatever it is. I feel like I can hit balance point better in the grass for some reason. I'm just used to that like bit of unevenness in the grass, I guess. There we go. He's gonna try the Heybike real quick. I honestly love this bike. I swear it's like a XXX downsized a little bit. Just a little less power, I think. That thing's still fast for 52. How do you like the Villain?
It's so nice.
I wonder, I think that's what the screw was in here. It was holding up the it was holding in the seat. I screwed a random screw down in here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right there's a screw, and I screwed it down because I thought it was just a random screw, but I guess it holds in the seat in the compartment. Literally what it was. It's tight now. Front of the seat's not popping up anymore. Let's try a foot drag on the Villain. Dude, it just has so much torque. Oh gosh, I'm hanging off the back of the seat right now. I can't do this anymore. I forgot we had the body armor. It's gonna save me. Heading out of that Coliseum place, and we're heading to like a parking garage right now. I'm gonna go like almost 15. Yeah, let's go 15. We can still get it up. Usually that doesn't happen with budget bikes. You can't really get it up at 15 miles an hour. You definitely have to push down on the forks more, a lot more. We're going 15. I'd say the sweet spot is probably like 9-10 miles an hour. I kind of like how all the budget bikes now are coming with the reverse button pre-installed. It seems like more and more companies are doing that. A lot of the popular models are also seeing like what's like trending right now with like the number plates and like the colors and everything. You can kind of see they adjust their colors, like with the Midnight Villain. This bike is so fast for a mini bike. If you just lean back a little bit too while hitting the throttle, you'll pop the front end up because it's kind of light too. It being slimmer than most of the bikes helps with the weight. So like look, it just pops up right here. This rear shock feels like a trampoline when you're on it. See if we can find a decent parking garage somewhere. I feel like it's kind of nice popping the wheel up at higher speeds though, because you like get to slowly bring the wheel up. I kind of like when you slowly bring it up and kind of try to keep it there. All right, here's the parking garage. Oh yeah, make sure you guys check out my last video where I gave a homeless guy a free e-bike. You guys should definitely check that out. I gave the cheapest Walmart electric dirt bike to a homeless guy. It's pretty dark in here with the silver goggles on right now. There we go. Dropping it back a little more. We're at the top right now. I feel like this parking garage has like a lot of extra room, especially at the top. You got all this right here. I'm moving like more into the higher end bikes, but the Heybike Villain is definitely by far my favorite budget e-bike that I've had so far. The Heybike Villain, totally. I feel like the only thing that could stand up against it is like a Tudio with supermotos or something. Actually, I don't even know. I kind of like the dirt tires. I'm not sure. I haven't even really tried supermotos yet. Let me know if I should try supermotos on my bike. If you ever have a flat tire in your bike, I would take it to a Mexican tire shop. They won't charge you that much. They'll put your new tube on and everything, and if you have like how his was, he had like a nail hole in his tire, they'll do it for cheap. They'll patch the tire and everything. Make sure you only bring the tire though. We tried to bring the entire bike at first, and that was kind of a dumb idea, so make sure you get the whatever wheel it is detached off there. Let's warm these tires up a little bit. Oh yeah, this thing can do a crazy burnout. Look at that. Honestly, I think it helps a lot for like wheelies and just everything. Whenever you do a burnout, like whenever you first get your knobbies, because it kind of like flattens it out with the road, so it just makes it a little more smooth, I think. Bro, they're each going to a different crosswalk. I'm insanely thirsty right now. I need something to drink so bad. I hate how hot it's getting. That's why it's like better to ride at night or in the morning. I love the Heybike. Let me know if I should put the supermotos on the Heybike build or the Tudio build. I'm seriously thinking about doing it on the Heybike for some reason. Let me know which is better. I don't know if I should do Tudio or Heybike, because I want like a street bike that I can like a mini street bike that I can do wheelies and stuff on without having to worry, like some wide supermotos and stuff. I'll do like a build on that, but I need to know either the Heybike or the Tudio, so let me know down in the comments. You guys for recommending me to get this bike. I actually love it. Like out of all the budget bikes, this I have no regrets at all. Seems like it comes with these like little custom pillow grips or something on it on both sides. The throttle tune is awesome too. I love far gyro controllers. Those are the best controllers for any e-bike, because the controller is literally what makes the throttle so smooth, and you're able to like smooth into where you want to go. A lot of people think it's like the throttle or something different, but it's the controller that's sending the signals to like smoothen out whenever you hit the throttle. Going to be it for this video. I absolutely love the Heybike Villain. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button right now. Thank you to everyone that stayed till the end of the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Subscribe.